Welcome back to the Festival of Fears. We are less than 35 days away from opening night, so we've been busy. Today we're going to highlight some of our new animations we're adding to the haunted house. So let's go.
Let's head in.
This is our Jax vs. Creeks haunted house. We're going to go in through the exit because I've been working on a new animation right near the finale. Sneak down here to the exit pathway. I've got this guy. Scarecrow on a stick. So the air pressure's turned off, power's turned off, so we can't get hurt. That's why we can mess with him right now. But just installed this guy, very simple animation. We kind of made him ourselves. He's just a single piston. The air pressure's gonna hold him here as the guests come through. Then we've got a sensor mounted, so right as they walk under this beam, boom, he's gonna collapse around their head. There's a speaker down here to play a sound effect. There's a light hidden in here. It's gonna shine up and illuminate his face. It's a fun little animation. That's something we're adding a lot of this year for the 2025 season. We've got 22 animations going into the haunted house, all pneumatic driven. So we've got 3 big air compressors. We'll show you one of those when we go around to the back. But that's what runs all of our new animations. We've got some like this that are just simple. It's just a piston that we kind of put in ourselves and we mounted it to something that moves on a hinge. And then we've got some kits that come pre-assembled so that we can mount our own monster to it and it does its own little movement. And then we've got a couple that are fully built out fancy animations like our giant pumpkin that we'll show you back in the back. But yeah, this is what it looks like. This is control box. Here, come in close, come in close. Okay. So we've got air lines that come in right here. So this is where the air line comes in from our big compressors. Goes into a solenoid, which is what sends this air pressure back and forth to the piston right here. So it pushes air in, which closes it, and then it pushes air out, which opens it back up. And this is our little control box. So all the wires down there, the sensor is wired into it, that tells it when to go, and then it turns on the solenoid here, plus the light on the other channel, and then it's got a sound that goes over there to the little baby speaker. And then all this stuff will get covered up and hidden from the guest view. This right here is going to get blocked off so actors can't walk back here because these can be a little bit dangerous. So we keep our actors away from them. But yeah, that's what we've been working on. Let's go see some more of them.
Let's go.
This house we have 7. Last year we had 1. So
big improvement.
Big upgrades. All right. So this is a work in progress. But this is an example of one of our animation mechs that we put our own props on. So we're making a pumpkin. He's going to be a viney monster pumpkin, so he's going to have tentacle-like arms that reach all around to the walls and all the way over here. Our poor dead guy is going away because he's going to a different house. And then since he has all of his tentacle arms attached to everything, when he launches himself out, he's going to like pull himself forward. It should be a really cool little look, even though it's a simple motion on the mechanism there. But we'll have some that grab the ceiling, so there'll be a whole bunch of secondary motion every time he moves. So he's a lot of fun. But this guy, if you want to, here, zoom in back. So this is one of the ones that comes pre-assembled. So it's just a nice, and again, pretty simple movement. It just lets it do a little bit more than the piston can do by itself. We just have this mounted into the plywood back there. Then his control box and his speaker is hidden all the way in the back. Way back there. All right, and then we've got our giant guys, like our Jack Attack, that I just fixed up. Ooh, I know. So, since our animations go with every group that comes through the haunted house, they run hundreds of times a night and probably over like 5,000-6,000 times a season. So they get beat up over time, like our poor Jack Attack guy.
Yeah. Jack Attack we've had for a couple of years even.
Yes. Here, let's make him go.
Not bad.
So I've been working on him because before I was working on him, when we first turned him on again for the season, because he stays off during our off-season shows, he was crashing into the table down here relentlessly. He would like slump over and be down here, and then he'd drag himself back and forth. He even kind of tore part of his side open again over here. Well, I need to get this fixed up just because he was scraping on the bottom. And it's because one of our speed control valves on his brain back there had opened all the way up. So the piston wasn't able, or it was fully extending every time, which was pushing him down. And that's not how the animation was designed. We did not design this animation, so we had to try and fix it as best we could. And he has one piston that's completely broken, the one that's supposed to turn his head back and forth. So we need to replace that guy.
Sad.
Other than that, though, he's more or less back to life.
Good old flying Jack Attack.
Yeah, we like animations to add into the haunted houses. We're definitely an actor-driven haunted house. We prioritize the actors and the actor scares and their story and everything they can do. But we like to add in animations kind of in like the dead corners of the haunted house where actors can't really get to, where it's too much of a hassle to get an actor all the way to the back. So the animations can add in storyline and little extra shows in between, so then the actors can cover their more important spots. So like we're putting a new one in. Let's go look at where we're putting a new one in.
So check out the caves.
Yeah. So just past this guy. This guy an actor can't get to because they're coming out the wall right over there. So an actor comes out there. This room doesn't have a spot for an actor to be able to come in. So it's
Or
a
leave.
big, yeah, or leave, which is not safe. So we have a nice animation to play. So there's something here. But then our problem was once we went into the caves, because of the way these guys are built, we only have one spot for an actor to come in, which is up here around the corner.
Ooh.
It would be right here. Which is fine. It's close enough from the last thing to where guests don't get too bored. But the problem is the actor back here, this was all they could do. Was they were stuck here in this little tiny box all night long, separated from the rest of the haunted house because this is like the back corner of the building. So instead of a poor actor being stuck here doing one thing all night long, we're gonna put an animation. So this is another one of our prefabricated mechs that we'll put a monster on top of. He's gonna jump out of this hole. Do almost the same thing an actor would, not quite as good, but it lets this actor go to the next room where there's like 3 or 4 things the actor can do and have a lot more fun with it. All right. Ooh, let's go see the toy room. I like how the toy room turned out with all the new animations. Okay, so this right here is the start of our toy section of the haunted house. And it's hard for one actor to make the haunted toy section feel scary all by themselves. Even if we had 2 or 3 actors, it doesn't really work because we need to bring toys to life. So that's what we did with some animations. We added 3 in this one little section right here. So right after you come out of the vortex tunnel, you're all disoriented, and you come into this room, and it's all kinds of craziness. So come on this way. First off, we've got this guy right here. No. So she comes up and down. Just a little bit of motion behind this wall. She's got a light on her too, so when it's dark in the haunted house, she lights up right underneath Chucky. We got a whole bunch of dolls on the wall, so she's nice and fun. Then you come around the corner. Ooh, film right here. We have an air cannon mounted behind the curtain here that just pushes enough air just at a time to throw these out into the guest pathway. There's a little tiny scare, you get a good puff of air, it's nice and fun. Then there's an actor behind this window here. So everything these are doing are just to add to the action scare. Oh my goodness.
Getting blasted.
Because it makes you look around, because if you don't know where this stuff is coming from, there's motion everywhere, which is good. The actor can do their scare. Then we have our little show scene.
Chopped up.
Oh, no.
Everything's going on. It's crazy.
So, as as you can tell, all the extra animations add a whole bunch of craziness to make the guests kind of go every which way as we go through the haunted house. It lets the actor have a much more fun job. So that was a fun little scene we did. Like I said, we're adding about 20 animations across all 4 of the haunted houses. So a lot of new stuff coming this fall. And yeah, just want to show you guys a little sneak peek of some of the animations we have coming. There's a lot more in the haunted houses, so definitely come check us out.